Today, we will talk about indoor snowboard workout butter backside 360. There are many other video tutorials on YouTube about butter backside 360, and in this video, I will mainly focus on how to do this trick on a carpet. Please note that even though the front and backside 180s are using relatively similar techniques, the front and backside 360s are using very different techniques. So please treat this backside 360 as a quite different trick comparing with the front side 360. The basic concept is to complete an over-rotated backside 180 and hold your body with one side of the board bended. Then complete the full 360 with roughly a less than 180 counter rotation. 1. Prerequisition: solid in all 180s and frontside 360. Congratulations, finally we're here. Backside is the most difficult trick of front and backside 180s and 360s. If you haven't watched the other 3 tutorial videos yet, I highly recommend to stop this video and watch those 3 videos. You absolutely need a solid foundation of both 160s and frontside 360 to even get started with backside 360. I will put the links below in the description section. For your own safety, please do not skip those tricks. Please note these prerequisitions does not mean that you just could do the other tricks, but really mean that you shall master all the key points that I've explained in the previous videos, as well as practice a lot until you could do all the key points accurately without thinking them. You need the muscle memory of the key techniques to be able to safely proceed to backside 360. If you don't master those tricks and start backside 360, the chance of getting seriously injured is quite high, and the progress will take you a lot more time. The backside tricks are generally more difficult and more dangerous than frontside tricks, so please make sure these backside 360 prerequisitions are solidly met before proceeding. Number 2, arm rotation. Backside 360 arm rotation is very different from frontside 360, and it is also very different from doing backside 180, so please pay enough attention in this section. Now you need to focus on your back arm again. To get started, rewind your back arm to the opposite of rotating direction by about 90 degrees to initiate the rotation. Then, swing the same back arm by about 270 degrees, or if you consider the starting point of the back arm, out of the 370 degree swing, 90 degrees are from reversing the previous rewind, and then keep swinging for another 180 degrees. Afterwards, try to keep this arm fixed at the position. This new position is actually in front of your body. Next step, let the other arm to catch the swing back arm slowly and gradually. This step will help you to complete more than 180 degrees of rotation. Then, counter rotate your lower body to let the board finish the rest of the 360. Lastly, put the swing arm naturally to the backside. I'm using the terminology of front arm and back arm instead of the left and right arms so that you can mirror the arms if you are riding goofy, and I personally am riding in regular position. So, to repeat, rewind your back arm by 90 degrees, swing it by 270 degrees in front of your riding direction. Keep the swing arm locked at the front riding direction. Then let the other arm to catch the swing arm. Then counter rotate your lower body to finish the full 360. And last, put your back arm to back side. It's as complicated as it sounds like, so I'll repeat again. Rewind your back arm by 90 degrees. Swing 270 degrees to the front of your riding direction. Keep the swing arm locked at front side. Let the other arm to catch the swing arm. Counter rotate your lower body to complete the 360, and last put your back arm to back side of your riding direction. Please keep practicing this many times and try to correctly follow each of the steps. Gradually, it'll become your muscle memory when you don't need to think about it and your body will automatically do the work for you. 3. Nose and tail press. When doing 180, nose and tail press is a good to do and not really a must do. When doing 360 on the carpet, It's almost impossible to rotate the complete 360 without a solid press. Once you master the 180 nose and tail press, try to over-rotate a little bit to maybe 190, 200 up until 270 degrees. This practice will help you to get more solid on a board press. By holding the press posture, the board will eventually rotate to 360 with enough practice. 4. Lock your side core muscle. Note that in 180 I mentioned to use your side core muscle. With enough practice of 180, your side core muscle should have been stronger than before. When doing 360, the key here is to lock your side core muscle to keep your body like a triangle with one of the angle of the triangle is rotating on the floor. When I initially practiced backside 360, I need to very consciously remind myself to not just strengthen but to lock the side core muscle so that my body could keep in the triangle position for a longer time. Once your side muscle is strong enough after sufficient practice, you too will be able to hold that posture for maybe 1 or 2 more seconds, and that time is more than enough for you to complete the full 360 rotation. Please note that strengthening the side core muscle will also significantly improve your control when you are riding toe side on the snow. When riding on a mountain, you use almost the same side muscle to ensure a solid toe side turn. The indoor snowboard workout could literally train your body for the snow hours. Number 5, knowing your riding direction and keep your eyes at the downhill. This is another point that is different from either 180s or frontside 360. When doing backside 360, as you are swinging your back arm 270 degrees, rotate your head by 360 degrees and keep your eyes at the downhill direction until you finish everything. I'll repeat this again. When you're doing backside 360, as you are swinging your back arm 270 degrees, rotate your head by 360 degrees and keep your eyes at downhill direction. I know it's getting more and more complicated at this point, simply because the required motions for each part of your body is different from trick to trick. That's why you shall try one trick at a time for many, many times, until that trick becomes part of your natural instinct. This will dramatically help your confidence when met complicated situations on the mountain. 6. Put your weight on the board bending point during the turn. Hopefully, after mastering 180, you could comfortably put your whole body weight on the board's bending point at the second half of 180. For 360, you really need to put your weight right on the bending point and hold it for a longer period of time. Please note the difference between 180 and 360. For 180, you may put your weight slightly to the right or left side of the bending point, but for 360, you should always put your weight right on the bending point of the board, not to the left nor to the right. Putting your weight right on the board bending point will noticeably help you to reach the balanced triangle position with one angle on the floor. And it will help you to hold that balance for a noticeably longer period of time. Very specifically for backside 360, you will very noticeably feel your whole body weight center will be at behind your body for longer than any of the other tricks. Be very careful with this and expect much more falling when practicing this trick. So I have to babble again. Watch my other video regarding wear your protective gears and yet another video about the 12 tips for indoor snowboard workout. And please do wear those protective gears whenever you work out and practice falling techniques prior to starting this backside 360 practice. 7. Do one thing at a time. You probably already noticed that the amount of techniques you need to remember for 360 is quite a lot more than 180. Therefore, it is very natural that you will need more time to muscle memorize all the key points. So again, do one thing at a time. For example, for maybe 30 to 40 turns, you can focus solely on the arm swing or even one step of the arm swing. Once that movement becomes your muscle memory, move on to focus on the next key point. This method will help you to gradually put all key points into part of yourself and memorize into the muscle instead of the brain. Be patient to yourself. If you do this workout every night for 1 hour, you should be able to muscle memorize all the tricks within a week or two. Thanks for watching this tutorial for indoor snowboard workout backside 360. Hope you can enjoy the workout and master all the key points solidly. If you are interested to know more about indoor snowboard workout, please subscribe to my Home Daddy YouTube channel and browse through more tutorials and workout sections. If you have any comments about indoor snowboard workout, please leave me a message in the comment section below. Also, if you have come up with any new tricks that is great for indoor snowboard workout, please feel free to leave me a comment as well as sending me the link of your video. Together, we could progress as a community to enjoy the fun and many benefits of snowboarding, not just on the mountain, but also at our home. I'll see you in the next video.